Hello there, and welcome to Psychology in the Shed. My grey roots aren't showing, are they? I was asked last week by a large multinational what makes for a good psychological office, or what is good psychological practice at work. And the answer is deceptively easy. It's letting people feel at home. But behind that answer lies a raft of difficulties for management, because it means trusting people, putting them in control of their own space. So that means that you won't have standardised practice when you go from Bangalore to Bradford. It means that you really cannot monitor what people are saying so that you approve of what their words are. It really does mean putting them in charge. And some people say, oh, Craig, that's not a problem. We empower our staff really well. We consult with them all the time. We have workplace champions, whatever it happens to be. Well, with respect, that isn't good enough either. You don't consult with people. That's what you do with kids. You consult and say, we like that idea, we'll have that. We like that idea, we'll take that. You let the people decide what they want. So that, for example, they develop their own space. They manage what goes on in their own space. And when you let people do that, compared to the most ubiquitous method of management in the Western world, productivity can increase by 32%. Published scientific hard data. Also, if you want a good psychological space, you might do an awful lot worse than hire a psychologist. It is a psychologist's job. It is my job to understand people better than they know themselves, to understand your colleagues better than you do, for that matter, to understand you better than you do. Because when you look at what is the apotheosis of best practice in the Western world at the moment, when you look at the top designs, we all know the companies concerned, the biophilic designs with the empowering management practice, the best global practice, we can beat that really easily by just handing over the reins to the people that work in the space. And it might look messy, but it does a much better job. And what we're doing now, what moves us 2 steps ahead of global best practice, is instead of management and design incorporating the ideas of the workers in what they do, we're doing it the other way around. We're incorporating the ideas of management and design within the team. And what we're finding now is we can not only increase creativity, but it seems we can make people cleverer in space B than they were in space A. So, if you really want a good psychological office, one that really helps people perform at their best, you trust the people concerned, you give them the tools to do the job, you back off, and you work with a psychologist. I know just the chap. Keep well. Have a good week. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.